Thank you, dear friends. I firstly want to express once again our best wishes to Dr. Newton on his birthday. Dr. Newton is really a living Buddha, and we are all inspired by Dr. Newton. And very beautifully, Rajshekhar and then Hitesh and Shubhangi have started to unravel the different schools within QLU for you. And we also have the Jnanapitha of life sciences. Friends, we have all incarnated now in this physical plane, and we have to live here now while we continue to pursue um, the wisdom, the higher wisdom. We also need the wisdom to live well in this physical plane, in our families, in our relationships, in our workplaces, in this global community. On our mother earth there are certain laws that govern our physical existence. So the school of life the Jnanapitha of life sciences really has again 6 schools. And I will really not share a presentation with you. I know already we stand between our one of our greatest, Preeti and I are between you and our greatest physical need, which is food. Food is waiting for you, and we are in the middle possibly. So we will make this very crisp and short, so that and in the Jnanapitha of life sciences, there is agriculture, spiritual agriculture, and so food is very important, friends. So we will not take too long for you, but we will share really about these schools through our own experiences. So the first school is that I'd like to talk about is the school of holistic leadership. We all have this notion. So within this Jnanapitha of life sciences, you have the school of holistic leadership, and we have all of these notions about leadership. The time that we spend at QLU and with Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi, we really redefined and refined and redefined and unlearned our notion of leadership, and learned about this idea of holistic leadership. And I'm just sharing very crisply a couple of lessons that came to us. One was that leadership in itself was not a position, but a place to be. So in even cutting grass, you could be in a leadership, you could be a leader in the way that you cut grass, or you could be, just following instructions. So there's something very beautiful about leadership that we learned at QLU, and this school is really, has taught us. The leadership that we've learned about is about how you can be, who you can be. When we are leaders, it is not like, oh, I got CEO title, or I am now the head of this organization, or I am the founder, etc. It is, who are we being? And so that is a profound lesson that we had. The other lesson around holistic leadership was about co-creation, and leadership is really about being well-being focused. Everything that we learn about leadership also comes through the leadership that the founding trustees of QLU or our teachers, Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, bring, which is, always focused on well-being. Decisions that a leader makes are not based on any other parameter but around well-being. So there is, all of us, friends, are leaders in our own right. And we on this planet need to all lead, and we need to lead differently. We don't want to see more of, making one country great over the other, making one person great over the other. We need holistic leadership. We learn in our scriptures so beautifully in Sanskrit that the world is one family, and when we lead thinking about the well-being of this entire family, which is our world. And so that is one of the schools. The other school within the Jnanapitha of life sciences is holistic education. Many of us, we thought that, we have so many degrees and PhDs and masters and, but really, if we had holistic education, would our Mother Earth be suffering the way it is today? Would there be so much conflict and comparison? The very basis of our education has been comparison and competition in schools. And, even in first grade, second grade, third grade. So comparisons and competition really perpetuates violence. Dr. Newton always talked about competence focused rather than competition focused. So we really with holistic education, it's about allowing the competence of each individual to come forth. Teachers are going to be healers. This planet needs a lot of healing. And every teacher through the School of Holistic Education is going to be really a healer. And they will all focus on self. Really, friends, Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi have taught us, and I know that this knowledge is manifesting through QLU or is being spread through QLU, that we don't really need to teach anything to the child. We just have to be. The child is an eternal, beautiful God being that has born innocent, creative, wondrous, magical being. And all the beautiful things that Hitesh talked about, the child actually has all these transpersonal experiences and is connected to the source. But it's we in our education, because our education is not holistic, we often end up, adulterating this God creature, and we create something else. And then you have all of these challenges. So really, this work is also about self-work. Teachers have to work on themselves, not on the children. As the teachers work on themselves, automatically the children will transform. So there is a lot of work that will happen in the School of Holistic Education, and Dr. Newton will share his vision over many sessions that he has been doing. And lastly, before I hand over to my teacher, and I will introduce her separately, Dr. Preeti, I want to talk about the third, one of the other schools in this Jnanapitha, which is of holistic economics. We all talk about economies and GDP growth and, how mutual funds are assessed and, what are the economics of scale and, all kinds of economic principles. But, somewhere we have come to live in a very, perverted economic model, where extremism has become a norm. Extreme form of anything is not good, whether it is capitalism or socialism. There is something that I learned in my time at QLU, which is Buddha's economics. Buddha's economics is the middle path. It's not about, making more, doing more. And, Buddha's economics also for me was about the abundance that we feel, the consciousness that we have. And Dr. Newton talks a great deal, Dr. Lakshmi, about abundance consciousness and, lack consciousness. And how do we actually manifest abundance in the physical plane? How do we create economic and financial abundance for ourselves without really compromising on the essence of who we are as human beings? Without really becoming brutal capitalists who will, we don't need to, damage in other ways. We can also damage in the way that we make money. If at any cost economics, it is called at any cost approach. That kind of economics is not really, or that kind of models of business, and Dr. Newton was talking about business constellation today. It is not holistic.
It is really a new way of looking at manifestation, at abundance, at financial and economic evolution that QLU brings. So that is another lesson. So friends, all my sharing is from what I have managed to learn at QLU. I am still a student and we are work in progress. So I am sure you will get much more wisdom directly from Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi. But I want to introduce Dr. Preeti to you. Dr. Preeti is actually my teacher, my wife. She, like a stubborn husband, I listen to her after every 3 years late, I listen. And she took me to Dr. Newton. I was not listening to her. And 4 years I avoided. And then she finally took me one day. And my life has changed profoundly. I learned to live better in this physical plane. And I have very little knowledge of the spiritual, but very well I learned from Dr. Newton how to live on this beautiful physical plane. So I would invite Dr. Preeti to please share about the other schools of wisdom, and she speaks much more softly than I do. So she will use AirPod, new technology. Now it is old. Okay, I think it's connected. Wonderful.
Namaste, friends. Thank you, friends, for joining us, and thank you all the Harika, Rajshekhar sir, everybody joining us here, Hitesh, Shubhangi. So I think there's been a beautiful presentation already, and I'm sure the viewers have already seen what lovely wisdom schools, everything that we really need to know in life is really coming in Quantum Life University. And this school of wisdom is really about application of that. I would like to share, as we were given this opportunity to really speak on this. I remembered my own time. I started meditating very early. This was back in 1993 that I started meditating very regularly. And at that point in time, being such a young person, I was just 15 years old. If anybody would know that I'm meditating, they would, have this very worried look on their face. They thought, oh, is there a problem that you have? Like, do you have real serious issues in your life? Or they would feel like, you shouldn't get too much into this, because really meditation is about finally escaping into the mountains. Quantum Life University, the work of Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, is really what has taught so many of us, all the students here, all the people who've been touched by their work will vouch that they've really taught us how to really bring that wisdom that we really understand in meditation. We understand what we are, how to really apply that in this life. This is what really this school is about. So all the workshops that we have been doing, past life regression, inner child healing, we understand that how we are all actually multidimensional, unlimited beings. But in our unconscious, which is 95% of us, which is, embedded in this very body, we actually carry all those blocks, and we are not able to live as that multidimensional person here, as that unlimited potential here. So what is it that's stopping us is really within us. Dr. Lakshmi very beautifully said that we need to wake up. It is this process of really peeling these layers of the onion, which is so important. And what really QLU does is really gives us the science, right? So the science, yes, the Essene masters, the Essenes have given the Essene mirrors. So some of the knowledge is there, but QLU is really providing the space. It's simplifying all that knowledge, bringing it really here, and with so much love that they are really holding, they are really sharing it with us. So the other schools that Ganesh didn't touch upon, the holistic living, where really the inner child healing, conscious parenting, radiant relationships. How do you really create that harmony in these relationships that you have? How to really make the very house that you live in the heaven? So that is really what we are learning here in this in the Quantum Life University, and that's what is really going to be uh, gone deeper into this wisdom school. The other schools, Bhanu spoke so beautifully. Our friend Bhanu from Life University spoke about the agriculture and the animal welfare. You saw already in the video how beautifully we are meditating with the trees, we are connecting with them. This is really our traditional science. The Ayurveda has really come from that. We don't really experiment on animals. We don't need to cut things to really understand what benefits they can give us. When we just connect intuitively with animals, with plants, they really share that energy with us, they share that wisdom with us. So this school is really going to help us really understand more of that. And I would like to just, so the last school is the spiritual fine arts, where we are really going to go into the beauty aspect. What is it that really adds to the beauty? Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. So the fine arts is really what adds more beauty to our lives. So the school is really going to bring a lot of wisdom in all of our application, all the areas that we apply this in. I would just finally like to leave you. I would like to actually, a doha from Kabir came to my mind. I would like to read that out to you. The doha says, पोथी पढ़ पढ़ कर जग मुआ, पंडित भयो न कोय, ढाई आखर प्रेम के, जो पढ़े सो पंडित होय. It means that scholars were never made from reading countless books, but the one who understands love is greater than any learned man. So, friends, really, that is what Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi are doing for us. They've been holding the space with all the unconditional love, compassion, and all of us, our lives have been transformed with that love. And today, with the blessings of Patriji, he said, there is no blessing. I only want 2000 years. Dr. Newton is going to be here, and there's going to be Quantum Life University in every part of the world. I really see that coming true. Friends, we really invite you to join and contribute to these schools with your energy, your love. Come to the land, experience it. I really leave you with that. Thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity.
Harika.
Thank you so much, Ganesh and Preeti. It was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Harika, for having us. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm so glad to be part of this program, to hear all of your presentations. It's so beautiful. Even though we are all part of the QLU and we have all been learning this, it's always new. Whenever someone shares it from their heart, it is always beautiful. Thank you so much.